Hey y'all, good to see you. As always, up here at the landfill today, we got some recycling activity going on that I am super excited to see. Let's go check it out and see what's happening. Hi, are y'all having fun yet?
Oh, yeah.
How you doing, bud?
What's going on?
Finally making use of our little recycling area, huh? Yeah. Who's that young lady running that Kubota over there? That's what I want to see. Do I need to go put my hard hat back on? So guys, we're around here with Sarge and Kristen, and this is part of the project that I talked to y'all about, I don't know, a couple videos ago. So this is a LEED project, Leaders in Energy Efficiency Design. Government kind of subsidized or tax incentivized, as we talked about. This is where we're going to get it started. Now y'all remember we cleaned up this old greenhouse that's been a couple months ago now, hadn't it? Back when it was super hot. Still got to get them dismantled and moved. We're going to build a structure around here, but I'm happy to see that at least we're making some efforts to go ahead and start recycling this C&D material. So exactly what happens here, and another funny thing, Kristen, this is her first mini excavator that she's ever ran. Now she's been in it for a little while, but I'm super proud of her for taking the initiative and the want to come around here and help with this project. But what's happening, this C&D material will be dumped right here. We sort through it, and then we will offer reporting to the companies. Now it does cost a little bit more to have it recycled, but again, they'll have those LEED credits that they can use as tax incentives. So we'll go through the material by hand and with the Mini X, and then provide that reporting to this company so they can then turn that into the government, say, hey, we recycled X% of wood, X% of plastic, so on and so on. So I'm really, really glad to see this starting. Now again, as I was explaining to the guys here just a second ago, this is kind of where UpStream Recycling was born, right here on this very concrete pad. We would put our cardboard in this old greenhouse. Of course, it had plastic on it at that time. Put our cardboard in here, bring it out by hand, put it in a baler. That's how UpStream was born. So it's kind of ironic that now the recycling side and the LEED and the C&D sort facility is being born again right here on this very same concrete that we poured a few years ago. So Zach, not too long ago, went and found this Kubota. I believe he got it from United. Yeah, I see the tag now. Got it from United Rentals. This is going to be the hands to the whole operation. As you can see, Kristen's going to go through the material, kind of segregate it out a little bit. Then she will jump off. Sarge will be helping too, kind of go by hand and get the metal out, get the cardboard out. Now we do have the C&D sort line up there on top that we looked at not too long ago. The game plan is to have this whole entire area transitioned into a much more efficient and nicer C&D sort facility. That's our goal, but it's just going to take a little bit of time, and sometimes you just got to start wherever you can start. So even though it may not look like much right now, as soon as this thing starts going, starts generating some revenue, and we know that the interest is there, then we can come and put what little money we do have into a little bit nicer of a structure, different setup, get these old balers back to running where we can, you know, the idea would be to run it across the sort line, and as we're sorting it, it slide down a chute and go to a baler where it's baled, stockpiled, to touch this material as few a times as possible. Now, hey Sarge, now what are we looking to get out of this material right here? So cardboard, obviously, metal, wood, any other items that we're trying to go after?
Bottles. Plastic,
okay.
Yes, sir.
So your main commodities right now, and then y'all have to give reporting on Correct. The percentage of the materials that we pull out.
Correct.
Gotcha. I love it, man. Y'all doing a kick butt job around here. That was nicely done, young lady. I couldn't be more proud of you. For as little time as you spent on that machine, you're doing fantastic, keeping it nice and steady, and you look much prettier up there in the cab than most of our people around here too. So
thanks.
So
even all sweaty and dirty?
Even all sweaty and dirty, man.
All right, well, I'll take it.
I like it. What do you think about your Kubota? This is your only
nice.
Mini X that you've ever ran, right?
I drove another one. I don't know the brand though.
Okay.
But it was not a
Was it yellow?
Yes.
All right, it's probably cat. Probably my little cat one.
Yep, that
okay.
one. I do like the Kubota better though.
Do you?
Yeah.
Why?
I think just because it is a little bit bigger, the bucket's bigger too.
Yes,
so
it is larger than the Cat.
But
and I hear your radio playing in there too, and you got AC, which is nice because it is humid as all get out here.
It's actually been a lot better now that the sun's not out.
Oh yeah.
It's every time we've been out here, it's been super sunny.
Yeah.
I even have like a tan for my watch. So. But no, it's been good.
Awesome, man. Well, great job, dude. Y'all are killing it around here. And I was just telling the folks on YouTube. So, you know, I was telling you this is where Zach and I started the company, and we got a lot of work to do.
We did.
But we'll get there. We'll slowly just kind of transform this whole area into a much more efficient C&D resorting facility. But you're doing a kick butt job, man. I'm proud of you, dude.
Thanks.
All right, get back to work.
I'll try.
See ya.
See ya.
All right, let's head back towards the landfill. Check on the concrete. The guys were processing some concrete, you know, using the hydraulic hammer over the weekend to bust up some. I don't know if they're crushing today, but we're about to go find out. But that really makes me happy right there. I know it's not much as far as infrastructure, but at least we're getting something started and we're making headway in the right direction. As well as my hat's off to Kristen, like I said, for jumping in there. That's not, you know, that's not an easy gig. It's hot. We don't even have a roof over the place yet. And then I saw some household trash that was in there too. There's maggots. It's a dirty job, but man, you know, she went and got her lead certification. So you have to have somebody who has had the training and been certified in order to offer this service right here. And Sarge over there helping her, man, my hat's just really off to those guys. And I'm really, really excited to see us going in a more recycling direction. And there's something I don't want to see any more of right now, you guys. So we've got more rain coming. Thank goodness we're in a sandy spot, because the amount of rain that we have had, it's like every day we've had just downpours. And thank goodness that, again, we have the sand, because it just kind of perks right on through, and we haven't had many folks stuck in the landfill, which everything looks like it's going pretty good over there. We've got the dozer and both compactors running. And we're not crushing today, guys, but I promise y'all, I know a lot of y'all wanted to see the crushing video. It's coming soon, but this is where they were this whole weekend, prepping material, getting it ready to run through the crusher. So that should be happening any day now. The rain has also been hurting our concrete block production, because obviously when it rains, there's not a lot of folks doing concrete work, so there's not a lot of extra concrete that we can put into the blocks. Big O, how you doing, buddy? So that's kind of, the rain has really just messed up a lot of stuff. Even, you know, down in the garden, me and Dad have been trying to get in there to bush hog and get ready for fall planting, but you bog up to your knees anytime you walk in there, and that's definitely more rain coming right there. We'll try to jump out here real quick. Looks like the new Hyundai excavator got delivered, but I got to make sure I roll my windows up real quick because that rain is coming in a hurry. Oh, look at this pretty thing right here. So here is the Hyundai 220A. So this is going to be in the lineup. You know, we need a new excavator, so we've already got Volvo here, we've got Kobelco here, now we've got Hyundai. I gotta find Aaron, because honestly I don't know who else is coming to be in the mix of which one that we choose. Well, this is a good looking machine right here. We'll have to see if we can't find Aaron here in a minute and get his 2 cents. I think this showed up either today or yesterday. Looks like, yeah, this is gonna be a brand new unit right here. Oh, it even smells new, y'all. Ooh, check out the new seat. I love that new smell. Too bad it don't last very long, but there's something about just like when you're buying a new vehicle, just that new car smell. Well, this is that new track hose smell. Looks like very similar layout to our other Hyundais. You know, we've got the 290, we've got the 330, we've got a 160. And I would love to crank this thing up and run it a little bit, but I don't think we've got time. So I wanted to take just a minute and tell you guys that haven't seen the channel before what we're doing. So we've got several different companies here and a lot of different equipment manufacturers. Well, we need another excavator, as I've mentioned. So what we've done is just call up our local guys, ones that take care of us and that we know we're going to get the service out of, and try to bring in a similar class excavator as we can. So all around the 200 to 220 size. Let the guys run it, see which one's going to fit the bill. Now, I have to make this disclaimer too. I am not in any way affiliated with any of these companies. Now, Hyundai's been great to me. I love their product. They helped out with the slip and slide. But the one thing I don't want to happen on this channel is us be swayed one way or the other by any of these companies. I want this to be a straight up, heads up challenge between the actual equipment. So I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but I want this to be an honest, straight up review with no persuasion by any of these companies. Now, Kobelco did send their rep down to kind of go over the Kobelco here with us recently. Volvo was here with their rep the other day. Unfortunately, I wasn't here to film it. So I don't want this to seem like, you know, we already know which machine we're going to pick. Obviously, it's going to come down to purchase price and then just how my operators like the equipment, how it fits the bill for all the different multitasking things that we need to do around the property. So just an unbiased, you know, straight up head-to-head competition between these different machines, but factors such as price and service and parts availability, all that stuff will come into play too. So what I'll try to do as we get more machines in here is just really go through, and I'm not a spreadsheet guy, but we kind of got to go through and look at, okay, this one has X number of horsepower, this one has this much warranty, this one costs this much, so that we're comparing apples to apples. You know, the Volvo 200 that we have here on site, I was actually talking to my buddy Let's Dig the other day, and he's like, hey, you really need to get a 220 in there if you're gonna really try to compare apples to apples. So I think Volvo may be bringing in a 220. I'm not sure. Aaron's been so busy around the property, I hadn't had time to sit down and talk to him. But this is going to be a really cool, I don't want to say competition, but this is going to be a really cool, I guess, equipment evaluation. But the only way that you can see which one's going to be the best for your buck is to line them up and just put them side by side, jump from one machine to the next, see what you like, see how the, you know, comfortability is another huge key. So I think this would be a pretty cool little video series, if you will, to try to see which one is going to fit the bill for us. And as I've stated in the past, and a lot of you guys have commented too, all of these guys make really good equipment, and what it really boils down to is your service dealer that's gonna take care of you when the machine breaks, because let's face it, it's man-made, it's wearable parts, it's gonna break down. And that's where I do have to give props to Ned. So National Equipment Dealers, they're in Columbia, and they've taken really good care of us here, also at Atomic Sam with all of our Hyundai equipment and the other brands that they sell. That's really, you know, from an owner's perspective, one of the most, if not the most important things is how well that rep, how that dealer is going to take care of you, because again, we know this stuff's going to break down, it just happens. So that comes into play, you know, almost more so than the purchase price and all the other things that we've mentioned. Something else, while I do have a second before it starts raining on me, that I want to kind of tease a little bit. I can't say anything about this event, and so now I've got that in my head, and it's going to be hard for me to even tell you guys. We got something really cool coming up this fall, something we've never done here at this site. It's going to have a lot of people at it, a lot of equipment. I will for sure fill you in as we go, but the reason I wanted to mention it and tease it a little bit now would be a great time, if you haven't already, and if you like this type of content, to hit that subscribe button down there below. Of course, we always appreciate thumbs up and comments, and then the notifications bell too, to let you know when we put out new videos, because I promise you, if this thing happens, which it's 99% sure that it will, you're definitely going to want to see it. It's going to be just epic. It is the biggest thing that we've ever done here on this property. So I should be able to tell you guys more probably in about a week or so, but just as soon as I'm able to spill the beans, you guys are going to hear about it first. It's going to be really cool, so you'll want to stay tuned to that. All right, let's go see if we can find Aaron and see what he's up to. He's probably playing in the mud somewhere, as we all are right now. Oh, you guys, we've got so many projects around here. We just don't have enough time, enough people. We've got to get this water tank on the water truck sometime soon, because we had a little, very small flare up over the weekend in one of the compost piles. I was able to just come take the Hyundai front end loader and dump a little bit of dirt on it and smother it out. But we really need to get that water tank on the truck. We need to build that C&D sort facility over there. I've got stuff I've got to do in the landfill. Atomic sand needs our attention. Grassroots garden center. It's just the list goes on and on and on. You know, it's wonderful how all these businesses have grown and are growing. But the frustrating thing to me is there's so many projects that I need to get done, and we've got excellent people, but I just don't have enough of them, nor are there enough hours in the day to get all the things done. But we are slowly working towards it. Well, I see Aaron's truck, but I don't see any Aaron. A lot of tracks down here, not from the 235, so maybe he's on the dozer up top of the landfill. But I wanted to walk over here and let's take a look. If y'all remember a few weeks back, you know, we had to come in and cut this section of the landfill off where it had overfilled. Got that issue, that nightmare taken care of. And then if you remember, we were trying to build the ramp going down into the new cell. So let's see if we can get over there without sinking and take a look and see how the progress is coming. I think maybe if we stay in the loader track ruts, we'll be okay. So this material here, if y'all remember some of the videos in the past, a lot of y'all commented on those big old rolls that were coming into the landfill, giant rolls. We stopped taking them just because they were taking up so much space. So that company was then forced to get a shredder. And yes, I know we have a shredder now, but we're a little too late. They rented a shredder, brought it in, shredded up all those rolls. So now we're using that to build our ramp going into the future landfill cell. And I haven't been here because obviously y'all know I've been on vacation for a little bit. Looks like they're dumping them right here, bringing the loader around, and then just kind of shoving it over the wall into the new cell. And I got to kind of be careful where I step because we're, whoa, yeah, because of that right there. And we're kind of high up, but I want to get you guys a good view into the new cell. So if you've been watching the channel for any length of time, you remember we started placing waste inside this cell right here. We dug it out because we needed the sand. But now it won't be too long and we'll need this cell just for the placement of waste. And what we're going to do to get the trucks down into the hole is use this material right here to build us a nice ramp going down into it, because that ramp right there still got a lot of sellable sand in it. So we try to make use of everything that we can around here. This will afford us the ability to build a ramp out of waste, excavate that sand out, take it to the sand plant and use it for sale. So I think that idea is going to work out beautifully. However, Aaron probably needs to get the dozer over here sooner rather than later, because we got a pretty sheer wall of waste right here. We need to bend this ramp on down into the cell a little bit, get it packed down good, get some dirt on it so that we can take traffic down into the very bottom. And that rain is a-coming, you guys. I hear thunder off in the distance, so I'm going to get back in the truck if I can get out of this stuff right here. I got a bunch of errands to go run right now, but there was just a couple of neat things I wanted to show you guys. And if there's anything that you want to see, please drop it in the comments below and I'll do the best that I can. I want to try to get you guys more regular content out and just show you kind of what we do here at the landfill on a more regular basis. But I appreciate you watching. Please give the video a thumbs up. I'll see you on the next video.